Alright, so race number 3 for the cadets. Round number 10, final round for 2019, about to get underway. We've got Daniel Sullivan off pole position. Annabelle Kennedy's had a fantastic day. Finds herself off grid number 2, followed by Zach Naylor, Daniel Hughes, Ellie Wilson, Brock Helm, Dylan Kamalaka, Cooper Chapman, Geordie Slater and Luke Wilson rounding out the cadets as the green flags are up. And they're on the way. Good start by Daniel Sullivan. As soon as that flag was down, he was off. Great start also by Zach Naylor there in third. He's right behind Annabelle Kennedy. We've seen action aplenty. And we're seeing it again, obviously, for this race. First corner, bit of a tangle. By my eyes at the front. Obviously a little bit going on there toward the rear. As lap number 1 done and dusted. Daniel Sullivan continues to lead from Annabelle Kennedy and Zach Naylor. Absolute bumper to bumper with her as they come up the main straight. Absolutely nothing separating those two karts. We've seen some really close racing here today with the cadets, especially qualifying. All 10 drivers within 0.6 of a second. That is the whole field within 0.6. Doesn't get much closer than that. I think that's the closest qualifying session been certainly so far this year. It's been incredibly close throughout the year, but I think that's about as close as it gets. Daniel Sullivan leans in to the final turn of lap number 2. He's got about a kart length over Annabelle Kennedy. Zach Naylor right behind her. A little bit of a gap then back to Daniel Hughes. Then a half a dozen odd car lengths back to Ellie Wilson in 5th, followed by Brock Helm, Dylan Kamalaka. Got a little battle going on there. Luke Wilson in 8th, Cooper Chapman 9th and Geordie Slater in 10th after they had a bit of a tangle there on lap 1. And it's eyes to the front now as Daniel Sullivan continues to lead the way, but he's got maximum pressure being applied. Annabelle Kennedy right behind him. Maintaining his lead by about 0.4 of a second is all that separates first and second there at the moment, so even just the smallest mistake can totally change that outcome. They are absolute neck and neck. And what we're going to have coming up in the next couple of laps is potentially some karts that could be lapped, obviously due to that lap 1 tangle there with Cooper Chapman and Geordie Slater. They will be obviously shown the move over sign, but a little bit of traffic can affect the outcome there as well as they come onto the main straight to complete lap number 4. Annabelle has closed the gap just slightly. That was around 0.4. Now just 0.253 of a second is what separates them as she's right behind Daniel Sullivan now, leading up the hill. Around past the wrecks. And there's plenty of pressure being applied there. Daniel Sullivan, best lap so far of the race at 46.635. Daniel Hughes currently with the fastest lap. Luke Wilson with the fastest lap so far of 46.128. Trying to make up some ground. There as he battles his way through the field. So we've got 5 laps down, just over now halfway through this race. It's nice and warm out there, so it's no doubt going to play some sort of a part on the drivers as fatigue starts to set in whether physical or mental fatigue. It's definitely a factor to whether they can keep the concentration up, keep hitting their marks, keep hitting their apexes, braking where they need to brake, and obviously making the split-second decisions in their racecraft as well. As Daniel Sullivan comes around up the main straight, Annabelle Kennedy right behind him, and then right behind her is Zach Naylor. They are absolute neck and neck. Looks like Annabelle just got a little bit closer to Daniel Sullivan that lap around. 0.2 of a second is what separates them now. Everyone holding their position so far, but it could literally come down to the wire, as we saw in the last race, last lap, last corner. Almost completely changed the outcome of the race, but Zach Naylor was able to round up some karts on the outside. So he's been racing incredibly well today, as he has done all year. And I believe he also will be leading this series now after the couple of races today. It's been incredibly close championship throughout the year. I think it was only about 15 points separating Zach and Luke coming into this round. Luke had an unfortunate spin in race 1, sending him to the rear. And that's obviously affected his day there as well, as they come around again to complete lap 8. No real change of position there, so we've got Daniel Sullivan out in front, Annabelle Kennedy in second, Zach Naylor third, Daniel Hughes is fourth, followed by Ellie Wilson, Brock Helm, Dylan Kamaloka, Luke Wilson, Cooper Chapman and Geordie Slater rounding out the 10 cadets. A couple of good battle packs going on there. Lap times have been fast all day as well. Fastest kart out there at the moment appears to be still Luke Wilson with a 46.128. Incredibly quick time. And the battle is on. Last lap board is now shown. Daniel Sullivan continues to lead the way. Annabelle Kennedy wants to make a move. She needs to get it done this lap and make it clean. The last thing she wants to do is to lose a spot due to making a move. With Zach Naylor right behind her, he's literally ready to pounce. If anything happens in this last lap, he is right there, as we saw in race number 2. So come around about half a lap or so left to go. It is neck and neck. Annabelle looked like she was looking for a way past. She's running out of corners, so just a couple of corners left to go. Daniel Sullivan continues to lead the way. Zach Naylor right behind Annabelle Kennedy, and it's Daniel Sullivan who takes the win and very happy with himself as he crosses the finish line in front of Annabelle Kennedy, Zach Naylor, Daniel Hughes, Ellie Wilson, Brock Helm, Dylan Kamaloka, Luke Wilson, Geordie Slater and Cooper Chapman rounding out the cadets.